All right, so I guess the news of the day was Jimmy Butler and the Wolves
read about that.
Invaded the practice. So
I'd say.
So what are your thoughts on that?
Right. Here's my thing. I know a lot of people have a problem with Jimmy invading the practice, so to speak, but I think to me it proved his point. The way he came in there, and like how Snoop, old New York video, just came to crush the buildings on everybody. It's the same thing Jimmy Butler kind of did, and the thing was that proved his point was like nobody did anything about it. All summer, the whole time he wanted to trade, because it's been about Wiggins being soft, Cat just wanting to be about money, and he came in, he proved his point. He came in, he outplayed them. He took the third string guys. The dude was probably not even going to be on the team, and they beat the first team. And, I get it. He just came off from a road trip.
I was going to say, does that really mean anything?
It's the whole point of when do your competitive juices start flowing? You know what I mean? Like when does that start flowing? When somebody's coming here disrespecting you, questioning you as a player, and now he's coming as a man. You coming in, and he comes in, and now he just gonna straight up dominate you with the bums, with the dudes that ain't gonna be on the right. These dudes ain't gonna be in the league. I mean, overseas.
He ain't gonna be in the league this season either. The way it's looking,
he'll be. He's like too valuable of a commodity not to be in the league.
Is he?
Yeah, you treat him like Des Bryant.
No, he's not Des Bryant, but it's like he's not what he.
Like he'll be okay. You look at the teams that want him, like Miami. Just certain things they're not giving up. Like they don't want to give up Josh Richardson and Bam Adebayo for him.
Who?
I wouldn't.
Because the thing is, if I'm Miami,
not for 1 year.
He's old. No, he's gonna re-sign there. But I'm not paying him $190 million.
He old. He's Thibodeau old.
Yeah, like that's
and I get it.
Thibodeau years. If you're 29, like you're like
36.
Yeah, you're
the
old.
other thing, like with Miami, like they developed those two players, like with Josh. So it's like I developed these dudes. They good players. I'm not just gonna just throw them away.
Right.
And then
they got a lot of players that play his position too. Because Miami
a whole lot of wing guys.
Yeah, Miami got a whole bunch of wing guys, and
nobody wants Justice Winslow.
Well, who does? But the fact of the matter is, when it comes to him, is that this is not his first rodeo. He cares about winning, but did the same thing in Chicago.
Yeah.
When they were winning, and then Rondo gets injured, and then you lose. So is it you or them? Because you could be a cancer too. Just because you play hard don't mean you're a good fit for them.
I agree.
A diva. You know what I mean?
He turned himself
with
into
two hoop earrings.
That was a crazy look.
Yeah, Michael Jordan.
Nah.
No, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan only had one.
But the whole thing is that I'm trying to say is, if you're one of those guys, you're Cat, you're Wiggins, like, all right, you can't just let him just come in and just dominate y'all like that. Like, he said, like, every time Cat got switched on him, and, I'm saying, Jimmy Butler's guarding, he passed it back out. Like, you supposed to punish him, do something to him.
No, he making the right play.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
LeBron, that's
a good basketball play.
Like, it's like, come on, man. It's one-on-one. They ain't double teaming you.
It's one of those things where I feel that it was, kind of unexpected. Like those guys are off the road is, late in the day. I think he showed up like the last hour, they said. So, like these guys have been going, like the whole morning. You show up the last hour, you ain't hooped in over a month, I'm sure, and you got all this energy yelling at everybody, so it's just like like what's wrong with you? Like,
what?
What's going on?
You know what the funny thing is? What that sound like? D-Wade. Don't practice.
But you come in there,
You come in and deliver.
You want to call the shot.
D-Wade is his old head, but
you ain't practicing with everybody else. You show up the last hour where we all been
practice.
Right. Like we've been working hard. We on the road. Actually, we getting ready for something. What I mean? Like, I don't know what you are, but
we're in Minnesota.
And and I get what y'all saying. But the whole thing is you can't just come in like
I get it.
You can't disrespect me for months.
somebody should have did something.
Right, and it's
somebody should have
did
something.
something.
Yeah, somebody should have
it's
did something.
like when does your
masculinity?
Yeah, when does that come in?
Yeah.
Like to where it's like I don't care, like you fight him, scuffle, go hard to win the game, beat him, something. Like you just can't let him come in, dominate you physically, mentally, yell at the coach, yell at the GM, and nobody does nothing to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
the media.
Yeah,
at least said
and then go right to ESPN and tell everybody what I just did.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
You know
that's the disrespectful part.
Yeah,
like, that's like robbing somebody and then.
But he doesn't realize how that makes him look. You know what I mean? Like that's not helping your value.
Well,
as a player,
if you look at him, you could tell he doesn't care how he looks.
Right? Yeah.
Got that ball's life cut still.
Yeah,
I mean, but just him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? You know, like you're not what you think you are. Like you're not a level guy where it's just like, yo, like we have to have this guy. You know, like if Miami is like, you know, we don't really want to give up Josh Richardson and Bam Adebayo, who are they're role players. I mean, like they're really good, but it's like if you were what you think you are, like they'd have had them dudes like, hey, like you want me to get your bags for you, or you gonna do it? You know what I mean? So like you aren't that. So I think
he's not. But the thing is, the fact that nobody is making him realize that he's not.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Like if I'm Cat and I'm just I'm a bit like last year
But you gotta look at their personalities. Like they're laid back guys. You can't make them into something that they're not.
But it's still it's like it's one thing to be laid back because I'm a laid back guy, but it's still you're not just gonna come in and disrespect me and just take things from me.
I get that
they did,
but you gotta look at how he, you know, like he ran in there like Rambo. You know, like
Tupac, Bob. You ran in like Tupac.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of say that, but you gotta look at like everybody else in the practice was like, yo, like they never saw anything like this before. So, like these guys are looking like, yo, like what is wrong with this dude? You know what I mean? So then it's like, yo, I'm gonna have to really like hook off on him, and then it's like it's a whole nother issue. Nobody want to deal with that.
The crazy thing is, if you break your hand,
right?
But
over what?
Especially like a Cat or Wiggins.
Yeah, because that's who he really trying to get into. You know,
you break your
issue
hand,
with.
But the thing is,
and you miss 60 to 100.
But the thing is, like
60 games, something.
Yeah, right? Here's the thing: it's the NBA. You ain't even got to fight. At least you could push him. You could foul him hard. You could do something just to be like, yo,
Jimmy Butler want to fight.
Right, yo, like the way that he was acting, they said
he wants to fight.
He wanted something really to happen. It's not just going to be a push and that's it. He was really trying to go off.
Everybody know you don't fight a kamikaze.
Yeah, yo, like he has.
Fight like they don't got nothing.
He was wilding. He even said himself, like, yo, like all I saw was red. I didn't know what was going on. It's like, yo, like
that's fine.
Nobody want to deal with all.
I'll oblige you.
It's right.
Listen, I'm not saying like
if I get it.
Is this what you want? Is this what you want to do? Because like you look, think about it like this.
But
if he went to any other team and did it, I'm pretty sure there's a player on every other team that's like, yo, you ain't coming in here and do it. Like would he gone to Houston and did that?
No.
With who? PJ Tucker? With Melo?
I blame the coach.
You know,
in all honesty,
like, you ain't coming in.
You know what the funny thing is? That really is who fault it is.
It's the coach's fault. You let this dude. Yeah.
Thibodeau brought him in. Thibodeau, first of all, it really does fall on Thibodeau because Thibodeau only has one style of coaching.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah, you coach hard. And the thing is, every player in a good coach, the Larry Browns of the world, the Popoviches, the Spoelstras, they all coach the players they have,
right?
Not the players they want,
right?
So you can't bring in a Jimmy Butler who will grind. This is the same guy who messed up Derrick Rose's career, technically, like playing up by 20. You still got him out here playing hard.
Yeah.
So he wants a Jimmy Butler type player,
right?
You want that intensity, but
you know, like this
I don't need that type of intensity if I'm
your team. This is your arena, your area. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to be in control of this entire situation.
Matter of fact,
you let this dude
up to practice an hour late.
And you let him show up and just hoop.
Right.
Like that's not how, you know what I mean? Like as a coach.
I get what you're saying, like as a coach, like it shouldn't be, but that's the whole thing I'm saying. Nobody checks him. So the fact that he felt he can come in there and practice and act up and just see red and come at everybody, yell at the players, yell at the coaches, yell at the front office, yell at everybody in the gym, and then walk out. No repercussion. Then I'm going to go ESPN and like, when is somebody going to step in and just like...
That's on the coach, that's on the GM, that's on the ownership that y'all let this dude...
He's doing everything to get traded.
Run him up. Because then I hit this dude, I swing, I can hurt myself, I'm suspended, I lose money for it.
And that's the thing. Like, I wasn't even saying just fight him. I wasn't saying that. Like I was saying, if he come in, it's just got to be something like even if
you hack him hard,
foul him,
it's gonna be a fight.
Yeah, he good, fine. You could be fighting all of us. Right.
You're only gonna be fighting one.
No,
it's determined what you're talking about.
Yeah, like them other dudes wouldn't because like
it's like I fouled
D-Rose and all those vet guys. They not really like they don't care because I think they feel the same way about Wiggins and like they feel like they kind of saw, so just let it happen. It's not really.
Rose better not be saying that.
Right at all.